Story following reported cases of vandalism of electricity installations that triggered power outages in some communities in Ekiti State. The governor of Ekiti State, Biodun Oyebanji, has charged citizens to deploy internal security and vigilance in checking the activities of vandals who are destroying state and national assets. The governor said this in Ado Ekiti while inaugurating electrification projects at Idi-Aagba along Ilawe Road and New Maryland Avenue along NTA Road. There is more in this report.
It was another day of project delivery in Ekiti State as Governor Biodun Oyebanji's administration commissioned key infrastructure projects in Ado Ekiti. Represented by his deputy, Munisade Afuye, the governor flagged off the former commissioning of the dualized GRA road and rural electrification projects in parts of the capital city. The GRA third extension dual road project is expected to ease traffic within the city, while the electrification project brings a stable power supply to previously underserved communities.
This road dualization project was particularly conceived by this administration to easy transportation in the region of Ado Ekiti metropolis. We are not unaware of the increased influence of vehicles to access due to selected people for residents around here, and this propelled the government to embark on this project.
She urged residents to protect and take ownership of public infrastructure for sustainability and long-term use.
Other communities that are demanding for such infrastructure can also benefit. So it won't come back with stories that the cables, the oil, and so on have been vandalized, because you are going to pay for that. Because if you pay from your sweat, you know the value. Because it is millions of naira that has been expended on this project.
Residents who spoke at the event commended the Oyebanji-led administration for what they described as impactful leadership and feasible transformation across sectors.
We could say thank you to him. We have seen the evidence of democracy. We could say that he has given us the definition of democracy in Ekiti. Thanks to him.
Do one thing for Mr. Governor. And what is the thing? Election is coming. Election is coming. All of us have to demonstrate that we are very grateful set of people.
With more projects lined up for commissioning, residents say they are ready to reward the governor with their continued support and votes in future elections. Adiola Aderibigbe, TVC News, Ado Ekiti.
TVC News, Adiola Aderibigbe joins me on the news from the state. Adiola, Governor Biodun Oyebanji has urged residents to protect public assets and rising vandalism of electricity facilities across Ekiti. With many communities now in darkness, how significant is the economic and security impact of this vandalism on the state's infrastructure drive?
Very, very significant. Of vandalism, of government property affects not just small business owners. It has significant impact on others too. Our road users, electricity users, welders who fabricate iron on the road. There are a lot of people who depend on some of these government facilities for their to earn a living for their daily bread. So by virtue of this, the government of Ekiti State under Biodun Oyebanji has in the last 3 years, you will recall that in the last 1 week, it's been celebration for the 3 years anniversary of the Biodun Oyebanji administration, and that it has connected a lot of communities for to national grid. Okay, Mercy is there. In the last 3 years, has connected Idi-Aagba. He has connected Omo, that's those in Ekiti East, Ikole, and some other areas within the state, Ikogosi, Ekiti, where we have the Ikogosi Warm Spring has also been connected with national grid. So by virtue of it, there are reports of hoodlums in some of these locations who have been trying to tamper with some of these government assets. And that prompted the governor at the commissioning of the latest project to one resident. He wanted them to be vigilant so that residents can come together and own government projects, that we don't just begin to see these projects as government projects, or begin to see them as a collective project that, when well protected, it will be sustainable, and generations yet unborn will still be able to use those projects. You also
Adiola, but by urging citizens to enhance vigilance, the governor appears to, promote a community policing model. How effective is this approach, especially in rural and peri-urban areas where vandalism thrives, as it is, or is it an indirect admission of institutional lapses in security and law enforcement?
Well, I will not call it an admission of institutional lapses. Of the opinion that in the last 3 years that I have been here in Ekiti, the state government has invested a lot in the security architecture of the state, while also promoting community policing. The state has established a peace corps that are situated in most of the communities in the state. We have men of Amotekun Corps who are almost everywhere in the state. We also have the agro rangers who are employed to come pushing within the state and ensure that the issue of kidnapping are brought to the BRS minimum. However, government is trying its best, is calling on the people to ensure that they also work together with these security operatives. There's a popular saying that security is everyone's business. So we don't just leave security to the operatives alone. We also have a responsibility. The government is telling the people of Ekiti State that they have a responsibility of giving them information, intelligence. When you notice, when you are suspicious of the movement of a certain group of people or someone, it is the responsibility of the community to report to this operative who has across various communities in Ekiti State.
So how are people receiving this, from this government, the directive from the governor or government? Are they also very ready to pay heed or pay attention to some of this infrastructure in order to police what belongs to them?
Residents of Ekiti State are appreciative of the efforts of the governor. From communities to communities where we have visited the last few weeks, for this 3 years anniversary that we are currently having in the state, the governor is commissioning more than 30 projects across various governments in the state. As we speak with you, we have just commissioned the Ikere road just now, and it shows that people are receiving the message of the governor with an open heart. They are also ready. They have promised to reward the governor with more votes in future elections, and the governor himself has rededicated himself to the service of Ekiti people.
TVC News, Adiola Diribigbi, thank you.